So hello everyone, welcome back. And today I want to talk about two very important thing, right? I mean, which in India people mostly avoid, right? So this is very important. These two topics are very important, right? But it still be ignore that, right? And even me, I am from a village, right? I'm a student from like small village, small town, right? And I have also have been experienced this a lot, right? So basically, I personally think that every student after a certain age should be taught, right? Because if you will try to hide it, if you will try to uh, like suppress that, basically the curiosity of the student or the child increases more, right? So basically there are two. The first is financial education. I mean, we when we are in the dining table or something, we try to avoid the like financial education. And second is sex education, right? We in India mostly like, and that is not, I'm not saying that this is the problem of the parents, because they are also not aware of it. They try to hide it, right? So I understand their concern, but you actually, the more you hide, the more the curiosity of the student arises, right? So you need to educate them, right? Because education is something which can actually change. When you understand something, you don't like nobody can use it against you or misuse it, right? So what I'm saying that we should have these two education, financial education and sex education, right? In at least we should learn by ourselves, or if you are a parents who are educated, then you should teach to your kids, right? Like for example, in the financial education, we need to teach our kids ki, like investing, about earning more and expending less, right? And in the sex education, we need to teach our kids about good touch, bad touch, right? Porn, masturbation, and all these things we need to teach to our kids, right? So that they don't get into the wrong trap, right? Because in this mobile phone area, thing, basically these mobile phone, these websites are designed in a way that they will keep the attention of the child, right? And the child is basically no longer has been developed, right? So teach your child all of these things so that he can understand it and get out of it. The only way to get out of these things is by being educated, right? So teach your kids these two things, and it will help them a lot, right? Especially in India, because these two things are not being taught to the children, and a lot of people, this is the reality, are in this habit, right? So teach your, after a certain age, teach your kids all, at least these two things, right? As a child, I am requesting, right, or like sharing, right? That simple thing. And if you understand these things by education, you will understand these two terms, then you will basically not get into the distraction, or talk openly, at least, right? You will not feel ashamed or regret, right? That is the, and this is a very see, one thing I learned recently, that having a bad habit doesn't mean having a bad character, right? Someone maybe have bad habit but maybe have a good character. So these are two very different differentiating thing, right? Yeah, so that's what something I wanted to talk, right? And I hope that I need to also understand deeply very much. I'm not, I haven't understand yet, right? By the way, this is day three. This is the day three of reading book daily, so that I can improve my English speaking and communication. So let's go. Okay. What books I read? This is psychology of. We are going to read the psychology of money, right? And we are going to read the chapter. My battery is low, right? Which chapter price? Okay, so there is one more experience which I want to tell you, right? I mean, I'm not gonna read the book today, but I can share the experiences of some of mine, right? The second thing which I learned today, that you need to learn to fight in this world, right? You need to make yourself strong, right? If you don't do these things, you have to do, right? There's no option. Survival of the fittest, right? You can't spend your life just by like making everyone love, right? You need to actually learn to fight in this world. You actually need to stand for yourself, because no one is going to come for you. So you need to become as successful as you can in the career. You need to become as strong as you can, physically, mentally, and like educationally, right? So just try to be as strong as you can in both the fields, and then care about other things, right? And stand for yourself, because no and understand this one damn thing, that you have to stand for yourself. You have to own yourself. Nobody is coming for you, and everybody knows this. I know, you know. So let's read the book so that I can improve, because everybody has a gyan, right? Let's go. By the way, the two things which I taught in the, like, the if you don't have listened the previous like things which I have shared in this live session, you must go like and try to watch that, right? Because these are the two important topics which I shared earlier, which you should listen, right? That was financial education and sex education, because these are the two things which lack in India, like so much, right? And that's why a lot of new student, a lot of child are getting distracted, right? So yeah. Okay, I like this one chapter, room for error. The most important part of every plan is planning on your plan not going according to the plan, right? Okay. Some of the best examples of smart financial behavior can be found in unlucky Las Vegas Casinos, not among all players, of course, but a tiny group of blackjack players who practice card counting can teach ordinary people something extraordinary, right? Important about managing money, the importance room for error. Okay, so these are the I don't know. I'm not want today. I'm not have energy to read books. So yeah, uh, let's do something more crazy, right? Okay, so this was the plan which I made, right, for myself. But yeah, I'm not able to follow it now. I mean, follow it, but not correctly, right? So yeah, these are the things. I don't know. I need to read, right, so that I can improve. That's low energy. What you mean by low energy? Okay, this is very good, right? Good. Um, Sorry, I'm not able to find. Okay. So basically, we are going to read the commandment of need. What do we live for if not to make life less difficult for each other? So basically, there is a chapter is commandment of need. Foundations crumble houses. When you build a business on a flawed foundation, it will fail. Sand foundation crumble houses. Businesses which violate the commandment of need enter the 90% failure category or as a job. The winning business premise is a simple and often forgotten concept that should be ridiculously obvious, but it is not. Business that solves need and provide value win. Businesses that solve problems win profits. Selfish narcissistic motives do not make good long-term business models. Think about the purpose of business. Why do they exist? To satisfy your selfish desire to do what you love, to satisfy your craving for wealth and financial freedom. Seriously, no one cares about your desires, your dreams, your passions, and whys, or your reasons for wanting to be rich. No one cares that you want to own a Ferrari and prove your parents wrong. No one cares that the corporate America wronged you. No one cares, yes, that world is selfish place and nobody gives two shits about your motives to go fast land. So what do people care about? People care about what your business can do for them. How will it help them? Okay, now from now I will whenever I read I will try to focus on the pronunciation. What's in it for them? Will it solve their problem, make their life easier, provide them with the shelter, save them money, educate them, make them feel something? Tell me why on the God's green earth should I give your business money? What's value are you adding to my life? Reflect back to our producer consumer dichotomy. Consumers are selfish. They demand to know what is in it for me. To succeed as a producer, surrender your own selfishness and address the selfiness of others. Stop chasing money, chase needs. Never start a business just to make money. Stop chasing money and start chasing needs. Let me repeat that because it's the most important thing in the book. Stop thinking about business in terms of selfish desires, right? Whether it's money, dream, or do what you love, instead chase needs, problems, pain points, service, deficiency, and emotions. Okay, so I think I got the at least I done today, right? That is the important thing. Every single day I need to do the live, and yeah, that's the thing. I hope you got the point, right? So that was the two very important thing in today's life. Talk about these two things. Learn about these two things. If you are a student, not a parents, learn about these two things: financial education and sex education, right? So that nobody can take advantage of you of these things, right? Understand these things, and that's the only way to get out of these things, right? Focus on your career, improve as much as you can as a person, and don't care about what other people think about you. Care what actually you are right. If you are right from your side, nothing else matters because people keep changing their opinions. It just take one mistake or one any event, right? One just damn event, and they will make you like so they will make you up down. So that doesn't matter. What matters how actually you are, right? So that's the most important thing. This is for today. I see you tomorrow. Bye.